we would like to begin the program. So I have the honor to request Ms. Namgya Khampa to kindly welcome our Minister and President ICCR by presenting a flower bouquet. Dr. Vinay Saharsabudhe, President of Indian Council for Cultural Relations, who is here in Nepal for his 2 days official visit. We'd also like to extend our welcome to Honorable Minister Devendra Paudel, Minister of Education, Science and Technology, Government of Nepal. It's a great pleasure for us all to be here today at this Sampark Alumni Interaction event with Honorable Dr. Vinay Saharsabudhe, President of ICCR. Welcome all of you. I'd also like to extend welcome to professors, vice chancellors and distinguished members from the academic science, from different universities, representatives from the students. Once again, welcome everyone.
As the convener of Sampark Bharat Nepal, I am delighted to welcome all our members to this interaction with the President of the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, Dr. Vinay Saharsabudhe. Members of Sampark Bharat Nepal have had the opportunity to closely experience Indian culture and society in their pursuit for education in India and carry a special bond with India in their hearts. Sampark and ICCR both work towards continued sharing of culture and education opportunities. His many responsibilities aside, Dr. Saharsabudhe is passionate about reforms in democratic governance and has written The Innovation Republic, outlining key governance innovations during the first tenure of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. He has also authored a book, Beyond a Billion Ballots, which was launched at New Delhi by former Chief Election Commissioner of India, Dr. S.Y. Qureshi. He has also edited some books in Marathi, which include Ekaki Purvanchal and Nivadak Manus. Dr. Saharsabudhe believes that political parties should evolve into entities that truly represent people. That political parties should indulge in a politics of value and beliefs. He has proposed many reforms in democratic governance through electoral reforms and is concerned about flaws in electoral representation. As you see that in a constituency in the current system of electoral representation, actually greater the number of candidates running, smaller the percentage of vote needed to get elected. So there are many flaws, and he has recommended many reforms in the democratic governance. So it is indeed wonderful that we are able to extend our hospitality to Dr. Vinay P. Saharsabudhe on his first visit to Nepal. We would like to welcome him over and over again, and this crumb should continue. Thank you.
Two Nepali hit songs, Basanta Nai Basna Khocha from Maitighar, followed by Mohani Lagla Hai. Thank you.
बल यहाँ जगत जगमगाउँछ सुख शान्ति मुस्काउँछ यहाँ सधैँभरि दुःखमान खेल्छ जुन यहाँ रातैभरि यो हो मेरो प्राणभन्दा प्यारो माइती घर माइती घर माइती घर बसन्त नै बस्न खोज्छ यहाँ लुलाएर यो हो मेरो प्राणभन्दा प्यारो माइती घर माइती घर माइती घर माइती घर माइती घर माइती घर धिन धिन तम धिन 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 तम तम धिन धिन तम तम धिन धिन तम धिन 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 तम धिन 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 तम
Bharatnatyam with a bit of fusion based on the mythological events. The dance is based on deities where they represent a portion of event on Lord Ganesha and Kartikeya, that is a race around the world, followed by Shiva, who kills Asura during the Samudra Manthana. I'd like to welcome our performers, Ms. Binita Mandal, Ms. Anu Lama, Ms. Anu Shrestha, and Janaki Rai on stage. Thank you.
कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् गणनात्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पद आनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्
Podelji, other officials and seniors who were once students of Indian universities and institutions and currently playing a key role in public affairs in Nepal, officials of the Indian Embassy and my very dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Since yesterday evening I'm here in this beautiful country, and wherever I'm going, I'm getting this Manavastra kind of. But I believe this is not just a piece of cloth. It is a flag of our fraternity, our friendship, our bondings. And they are several centuries, years old. So basically, I'm here in this year of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. As you know, India's independence anniversary, 75th anniversary of India's independence is what we are observing this year. And I must mention here that the role of the people of Nepal in India's struggle for independence is not less important. And therefore I am here as representative of the Indian people to express my deep gratitude towards all of you, our friends in Nepal. Thank you very much. As it happens, many of you have studied. Maybe the lady who just approached me, she was telling me that in 80s she was there and she was wondering whether the same college is now situated in the same locality in Delhi. She is an architecture student, I believe, and she had very fond memories of visiting the office of the ICCR in 80s. So it's that long, and people cherish memories, and it happens everywhere. So naturally these memories create the emotional bondings. एक भावना का रिश्ता बन जाता है, और वही रिश्ता मैं मानता हूँ कि हम सबको एक दृष्टि से अपने शिक्षा के समय को बार बार याद करना के लिए मजबूर भी करता है, और हम सब एक स्मरण रंजन, नॉस्टैल्जिया जिसको बोलते हैं, उसमें खो भी जाते हैं. मगर मैं मानता हूं कि आज के ज़माने में when societies, whether in Nepal or in India, are living in a knowledge era, हमें ज्ञान पर्व में रह रहे हैं, और इसलिए ये इमोशनल बॉन्डिंग्स तो बहुत ताकतवर होते हैं, महत्वपूर्ण भी है, बियॉन्ड डाउट. बट मूविंग ए लिटिल अहेड, इफ ऑल ऑफ अस, whether from India or from Nepal, and we have to shape the destiny of ours, which in a way is a shared destiny, because the past is shared, the culture is shared, there are many things which we share, and therefore the destiny is also shared. And if we have to shape it, I believe the only effective way is to participate in some kind of a unending knowledge yatra. It's a sojourn for the quest of knowledge. और उस दृष्टि से अगर हम देखें, both the countries are developing countries, both the countries are facing similar challenges. So I think that if we embark on this knowledge yatra and try to, first of all, conserve our traditions, our culture, cultivate newer dimensions in the contemporary context, in the context of describing the civilizational cultures as what we have, whether in India or in Nepal, it is said that these civilizational cultures are ever aging, never old. Nitya Nutan, Chira Puratan. So this is, in a way, our good fortune that we are the participants of this knowledge yatra, which is ever aging but never old. And therefore, as a part of this yatra, as I said, we have to together work for conserving our traditions, our culture, cultivating newer dimensions in the contemporary context, and create new knowledge equipments for the benefit of people on both sides of the border. मैं मानता हूं कि ये प्रयास अगर हम सब मिलकर करते हैं तो वो न केवल विश्व के इस हिस्से के लिए मगर पूरी मानवता के लिए बहुत लाभकारी होगा, क्योंकि कई सारी बातें हैं जो हम समान रूप से सोचते हैं। प्रकृति के प्रति हम कभी भी कंपटीशन की भावना नहीं रखते, वेदर इन इंडिया और इन नेपाल। वी ऑलवेज आर वेरी ग्रेटफुल टू मदर नेचर। We never say that we want to conquer over Mother Nature. We say that we have to work towards development, but in tune with Mother Nature, without disturbing Mother Nature. So number of things are there which are common in our ethos. And therefore my only appeal to those who have once studied in India would be that let this not be just a past of your life, because it is very much connected to your present, and as it happens, our journey is from the past through the present to the future. So the knowledge that you have acquired, the bondings that together we have created, the friendship of which there is a history of several centuries year old, as it happens, I am sure you must have read the very interesting book by Mark Tully about India, which is titled as No Full Stops in India. I would say no full stops to any kind of friendship, relationship. And therefore we have to take this further. Times change, situations also keep changing, but this friendship, this brotherhood, this relationship should not just continue but flourish, not for the sake of people on both sides of the border, but for the sake of humanity. Because that is what we can perhaps contribute in making the world better for the generations to come. उस दृष्टि से मैं मानता हूं कि ये यात्रा जारी रहेगी। तरह तरह की बातें हम कर सकते हैं। भारत में मैं माननीय मंत्री जी से बात कर रहा था कि भारत में भी हम नेपाल स्टडी सेंटर्स खोलना चाहते हैं। नेपाल में इंडिया स्टडी सेंटर्स हो सकते हैं। हम एक दूसरे देशों को और अधिक अच्छे तरीके से जाने, इसकी कुछ न कुछ कोशिश हो सकती है। हमें लगता है कि हम सब कुछ जानते हैं, मगर वाकई में देखते हैं तो बहुत सारा जानते नहीं। वी डोंट नो दैट वी डोंट नो, ये भी स्थिति होती है कई बार। सो एज आई सेड, दिस इज ए नॉलेज यात्रा एंड समथिंग which is an unstoppable journey. Let us join together, let us work together and make this yatra a success. Thank you very much.
Your very inspiring and overwhelming remarks. Now, may I have the honor to request Honorable Minister of Education, Devendra Paudel sir, to kindly share his remarks. Thank you.
Its program is very valuable for the education to develop two countries jointly. यो कार्यक्रममा म पनि सहभागी हुन पाएकोमा म खुसी पनि व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु र यो कार्यक्रममा आउनुभएका आइसिसिआर का अध्यक्ष विनय सहस्रबुद्धि र आइसिसिआर का सम्पूर्ण पदाधिकारीहरू र इन्डियन एमएससीबाट आउनुभएका खम्पाजी लगायत सम्पूर्ण प्रतिनिधिज्यूहरू र यहाँ आउनुभएका सम्पूर्ण प्रबुद्ध आदरणीय बौद्धिक व्यक्तित्वहरू, पूर्व मन्त्री हिसिला यमीजीलाई पनि मैले यहाँ भेटेँ, उहाँ लगायत अल्मेनियासित सम्बन्धित सम्पूर्ण आदरणीय व्यक्तित्वहरू सबैलाई शुभ बिहानीको यहाँहरू सबैलाई हार्दिक नमस्कार पनि प्रकट गर्न चाहन्छु। यहाँहरू सबैलाई हार्दिक नमस्कार छ र हामी पक्कै पनि यो 21औं शताब्दीका साझा चुनौतीहरू सामना गर्ने ठाउँमा पृथ्वीको यो भूगोलमा हामी दुई देशका साझा समस्याहरू सहित उपस्थित भएका छौँ र यो प्रसङ्गमा आइसिसिआरले नेपालसँग, नेपालको शैक्षिक क्षेत्रसँग मिलेर धेरै कामहरू गर्न खोजेको कुरा, हामी दुई देशका बीचका शिक्षाका समस्याहरू सँगै अगाडि बढाउन खोजेको कुरा भर्खरै पनि हामी संक्षिप्त कुरा गऱ्यौँ र केही समय पहिले भारतीय प्रधानमन्त्रीज्यू नेपाल भ्रमणको प्रसङ्गमा आइसिसिआरसँग हामीले 5वटा MOU पनि गरेका थियौँ। काठमाडौँ विश्वविद्यालय, त्रिभुवन विश्वविद्यालय, लुम्बिनी विश्वविद्यालय र केही समय पहिले IIT र IIIT-सँग पनि काठमाडौँ विश्वविद्यालयले केही विषयहरूमा सहमति गरेर हामी अगाडि बढाउने प्रक्रियामा छौँ। यहाँहरू सबैलाई थाहा छ, यहाँ भर्खरै विनय सहस्राब्दी बुद्धिजीले भन्नुभए जस्तै हामी दुई देश बीचका धेरै ऐतिहासिक सम्बन्धहरू छन्। इतिहासका लामो सभ्यताका प्रसङ्गहरूलाई कोट्याउँदै जाँदाखेरि हाम्रो ऐतिहासिक सम्बन्ध निकै पुरानो, निकै ऐतिहासिक, निकै मिल्ने खालको मानवीय सभ्यताको विकासको प्रसङ्गसँग भाषादेखि लिएर, शब्ददेखि लिएर, संस्कृतिदेखि लिएर, बोलीचालीदेखि लिएर सबै कुराहरू सभ्यताको विकास क्रममा हामी दुई देशका धेरै विषयहरू मिल्छन् र अबको 21औं शताब्दी अथवा अबको आगामी दिनको निम्ति पनि हाम्रा यी सम्बन्धहरू निरन्तर जारी रहनेछन्। उदाहरणको निम्ति गौतम बुद्ध हामी कसैले भगवान भन्छौँ होला, तर उहाँ वास्तवमा यही पृथ्वीमा भौतिक रूपमै जन्मेर बुद्धत्व प्राप्त गर्नको निम्ति उहाँ हिँड्नुभयो र दुई देश बीचको चाहिँ सम्बन्ध उहाँले जोड्नुभयो र आज संसारभरिको अध्ययन गर्ने विषय बनेको छ। म केही समय पहिले एउटा कार्यक्रममा गएको थिएँ र त्यहाँ खास गरी बुद्धको बारे चर्चा भयो र बुद्धको बारे चर्चा हुँदै जाँदाखेरि पक्कै पनि हामी दुई देशका बीचका सम्बन्धहरूको रियल धेरै ऐतिहासिक ज्ञान नभए पनि तपाईँहरू प्रबुद्ध व्यक्तित्वहरू हुनुहुन्छ, जे जति जानकारी छ हाम्रो आफ्नै प्रकारका पृष्ठभूमि र इतिहास छन् भन्ने कुरा ती ठाउँमा पनि हामीले प्रकट गर्न पायौँ। र अबका मानवीय चुनौतीहरू खास गरी यो आइटीको क्षेत्रमा भारतका विश्वविद्यालयहरूले गरेको प्रगति उल्लेख्य छ। हामी सिक्न चाहन्छौँ र हाम्रो देशका विश्वविद्यालयहरू पनि गरेका केही कुराहरू पक्कै पनि जस्तो यो कोभिडको बेलामा हामीले गरेका पढाइका विभिन्न तरिकाहरू हामीले प्रस्तुत गऱ्यौँ। शैक्षिक सत्र लस नदिनको निम्ति गरेका कतिपय प्रयत्नहरू अरूको निम्ति नयाँ भएको हामीले त्यहाँ पायौँ। हामीले प्रस्तुत गरेका कतिपय विषयहरू अरूको निम्ति नयाँ हुँदा रहेछन्। त्यसकारणले दुई देशका बीचका यी चाहिँ फरक फरक प्रकारका अनुभवहरूलाई हामी सँगै अगाडि बढाउनु पर्नेछ। सांस्कृतिक हिसाबले मात्रै होइन, आजभोलिको आधुनिक विज्ञान र प्रविधिको युगले विकास गरेका कुराहरूमा पनि हामी सँगै अगाडि बढ्नु छ र यसको निम्ति फेरि पनि आइसिसिआरको यो सक्रियता, यो भूमिकालाई म धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद दिँदै उहाँहरूले हामीसँग गर्न खोजेको सहकार्यप्रति विशेष कृतज्ञता पनि प्रकट गर्न चाहन्छु र उहाँहरूलाई विनय सहस्रबुद्धिजी लगायतको टिमलाई नेपालको तर्फबाट हार्दिक हार्दिक स्वागत गर्दै यो अलुमिनियममा यो अन्तर्क्रिया कार्यक्रममा उपस्थित हुनुभएका तपाईँहरू सबै व्यक्तित्वहरूलाई हार्दिक सम्मान प्रकट गर्दै आजको शिक्षा भनेको हामी सबैलाई थाहा छ यो राजनीतिभन्दा फरक विषय हो। शिक्षाले राजनीति बोक्दैन। हिजो पनि हाम्रो देशको पार्लियामेन्टमा छलफल चलेको थियो, मैले यही भनेको थिएँ, यो पक्ष र प्रतिपक्ष भन्ने हुँदैन, यो साझा विषय हो। मानव सभ्यता र सुसंस्कृतिको निम्ति सबैको साझा विषय हो। यसलाई हामी सबैले साझा विषय बनाउनुपर्छ र कुनै पनि शिक्षण संस्थाहरू वा शिक्षणालयहरू वा विद्यालयहरू कुनै पार्टी विशेषका हुँदैनन्, यी साझा हुन्। यी साझा चाहिँ विषयहरूलाई हामीले अगाडि बढाउनु छ र हामीले 4वटा शिक्षाहरू नेपालमा खास गरी उच्च शिक्षा, माध्यमिक शिक्षा, त्यसपछि प्राविधिक शिक्षा र अनौपचारिक धर्म संस्कृतिसित सम्बन्धित गुरुकुल, गुम्बा, मदरसा लगायतका शिक्षा, यी 4 प्रकारका शिक्षाहरूलाई सुधार गर्नुपर्छ र 3 ठाउँमा हामीले सुधार गर्नुपर्नेछ। कानुनी सुधार, शिक्षण सिकाइ प्रक्रियामा सुधार र भौतिक पूर्वाधारमा सुधार। र हामी यी सुधारहरूमा अगाडि बढ्ने प्रक्रियामा अगाडि बढेका छौँ र यो प्रसङ्गमा संक्षिप्त यहाँ नेपालका धेरै प्रबुद्ध आदरणीय व्यक्तित्वहरू भएको हुँदाखेरि 25वटा नेपालका मन्त्रालयहरूमध्ये हामीले 20% पुर्याउन नसके पनि बजेटको थपको माग त गऱ्यौँ, तर फेरि पनि अहिले सरकारले छुट्याएको बजेटमध्ये 1,96,38 करोड बजेट शिक्षामा विनियोजन भएको छ। 25वटा मन्त्रालयभन्दा सबभन्दा धेरै रकम विनियोजन भएको मन्त्रालय भनेको शिक्षा हो। र हाम्रो सामु ठुलो चुनौती भनेको के छ भनेदेखि पक्कै पनि यी सबै चुनौतीका बावजुद पनि शिक्षालाई सुधार गर्नुपर्ने चुनौती हाम्रो सामु छ र यसको निम्ति अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय अनुभवहरू हामी लिन चाहन्छौँ। त्यसमध्ये पनि सबभन्दा नजिकको छिमेकी देश भनेको भारत हो। भारतमा शिक्षामा गरेको प्रगति र विकास हाम्रो निम्ति धेरै कुराहरू चाहिँ सिकाइका विषयहरू बन्न सक्छ। हाम्रा विश्वविद्यालयहरू र भारतका विश्वविद्यालयहरूको बिचमा हाम्रो प्राविधिक शिक्षा र भारतको प्राविधिक शिक्षाको बारेमा, हाम्रो संस्कृतिसित सम्बन्धित शिक्षा र भारतका संस्कृति सभ्यतासित सम्बन्धित शिक्षाको बारेमा हामी एकअर्काको बिचमा चाहिँ समन्वय गरेर एकअर्काबाट सिक्ने, एकअर्कालाई प्रमोसन गर्ने, एकअर्कालाई चाहिँ प्रोत्साहित गर्ने प्रक्रियामा हामी अगाडि बढ्नेछौँ। म पुनः दोहोऱ्याएर भन्न चाहन्छु, यो प्रक्रियामा आइसिसिआरसँग हामी निरन्तर संवादमा रहँदै निरन्तर सहकार्य गरेर निरन्तर नयाँ नयाँ विषयहरूको खोजी गरेर अगाडि बढ्ने र सँगै सहकार्य गर्ने विश्वास र प्रतिबद्धता पनि म व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु। र यसको निम्ति पुनः विनय सहस्रबुद्धि लगायतको टिमलाई उहाँ खालि आइसिसिआरसित मात्रै आबद्ध हुनुहुन्न, उहाँ चाहिँ एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण परिचित त्यहाँको लिडर पनि हुनुहुन्छ। उहाँ लगायतको टिमलाई हार्दिक स्वागत गर्दै यो कार्यक्रममा सहभागी हुनुभएका सबैलाई पुनः नमस्कार सहित मेरा संक्षिप्त भनाइ अन्त गर्न चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार।
Now we would be presenting an India alumni card which has been being distributed slowly to all the alumni by Indian Council for Cultural Relations, ICCR, New Delhi. I have the honor to request Honorable President Dr. Vinay Sahasrabudhe to kindly be on stage. As a token, for now we will be just presenting one alumni card. We have a paucity of time and the rest alumni cards will slowly distribute. Congratulations Dr. Shah for receiving the first India alumni card. We will thank you.
I'm just taking a minute to explain that this card is being given to all those who might have been the participants of the ICCR scholarship programs or any other scholarship program, or those who might have had been to India for maybe a 3-month course in yoga, Ayurveda, classical dance, music, whatever. It may be training, it may be education. There are many government employees who also go for some training under the iTech program. I would consider, and we would consider, they are also part of this India alumni, which is a large community of people who had been to India and have tried to gain some knowledge through experiential learning and maybe academic programs. So those of you and your friends who have learnt in India a part of their education should register on the website of the ICCR under the India Alumni. Try to obtain your card, and there will be many more programs also for all those India alumni. Maybe once or twice in a year we can come, celebrate, exchange our views, tally our notes and take this yatra forward. Thank you very much.
We have selected 2 alumni who would be sharing their experience. So first I request Dr. Mithilesh Kumar Shah to share his experience, and then I'd like to call upon Ms. Sweta Bagla for her short remarks. Thank you.
Minister Devendra Patel sir, Honorable respected ICCR President Dr. Vinay Sahasrabudhe sir, respected dignitaries, ICCR scholars, and my dear friends. Myself, Dr. Mithilesh Kumar Shah, ICCR scholar of year 2012 to 15 at Jamnagar, Gujarat Ayurveda University. Recently, working as assistant professor in Ayurveda Campus Teaching Hospital, Institute of Medicine, Tribhuvan University. I was there for MD in Ayurveda Samhita and Siddhanta. First of all, I would like to thank entire team of Embassy of India and ICCR, and also Government of India for bringing out such cooperative, supportive and caring concept for all the foreign students to study in India. Thank you very much for that. I remember a question which was arised during my stay in India, and that was, how do you feel here in India? And instantly my answer was, माँ का घर छोड़ के मौसी का घर आया हुआ जैसा लग रहा है. And that feel was because of the support, that feel of Ma in the form of Mosi was because of ICCR support in India. Thank you very much for all those things, what you did during our stay in India. Regular monitoring, mentoring and guardianship of ICCR always makes us feel of a strong support we have during our stay, and today still we think that can we have another chance of another opportunity to study again in India. That's a ask for from all of us. So on the behalf of entire ICCR scholars in the past, scholars pursuing in recent days, I would like to thank once again and hope this concept of ICCR lasts long, and also hope for many more huge number of ICCR alumni worldwide. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be in front of you and for invitation too. Thank you very much.
Now, may I request Ms. Sweta Bagla to share her experience.
For being able to share my experience during my stay in India as an ICCR scholar. Good morning and namaste to our Honorable Minister, Mr. Devendra Paudilji, President of ICCR, Mr. Sahasrabudji sir, and all the other dignitaries and my fellow alumni friends who are present here today to mark this event. I am Shweta and I am an ICCR scholar for the year 2011-13, and I've done my MBA from Visvesvaraya Technical University in Bangalore. Currently, I am working as the Chief Business Officer at Namaste Pay, which is a joint venture company between two of the most prestigious government organizations of Nepal, that is Nepal Telecom and Rashtra Banijya Bank. And as an ICCR scholar, I got an opportunity to interact with more than 22 country scholars, fellow scholars who had also come to the same college under the ICCR program, which was a very great learning opportunity for me because we experienced cross-cultural differences, yet learned from all of these students who had come from different parts of the world. For us, India is like our fellow previous speaker, he mentioned, it's like Mausi ka ghar. But then for students from 22 countries, it was a different experience, and learning from their experience was something which is what has helped me become a strong leader that I am today. And I'm really proud as an ICCR scholar to be in such a prestigious position of such a prestigious government entity and contributing towards the financial inclusion movement of the government of Nepal. Thank you.
Thank you, Sweta. Now we have a representative from Grafti Nepal, that's graduate of Film and Television Institute of India in Pune. We have a network here, so they would want to present a small token of love to President Dr. Vinay Sahasrabudhe. So may I have the honor to request Dr. Vinay Sahasrabudhe sir to kindly be on stage and receive the token from Mr. Alok Tiwari on behalf of Grafti Nepal. Thank you so much.
Any task gets success only by collective efforts. Now we are moving to conclude our today's event, Samparka Alumni Interaction with Dr. Vinay Sahasrabudhe, President ICCR. So I take this privilege on behalf of Embassy of India to extend my heartfelt thanks for successful accomplishment of this task. I first of all extend my heartfelt thanks to Excellency, Honorable Minister of Education, Science and Technology, Shri Devendra Paudal, for gracing this occasion by his presence. Thank you very much, sir, for sparing your time from your busiest schedule. I now thank Honorable President ICCR for his guidance. Sir, By your encouraging words, these words are really helpful in our future events. Thank you for your guidance. I hereafter thanks to Samparka for all the cordial support extended by them. Last but the most important is the august gathering of you all who make each knot strong to keep India-Nepal relations well built at every step. I thanks to all of them who made this success directly or indirectly a grand success. यहाँ उपस्थित सबैलाई धेरै धेरै धन्यवाद।